Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lexi. So I'm just in the middle of editing this video and I actually forgot to do like a formal intro video clip. And I didn't just want to like start the video abruptly. So hello, hi, thank you for being here. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the footage. Just PSA, lots of raw, real, vulnerable footage in today's video. I'm really happy that I picked up my camera on this day because it was a bit of a tough day, but as you guys know, I am here to show the raw, the real, the authentic sides of all things bodybuilding. So enjoy the rest of the video. All right, morning, you guys. I just did 40 minutes on my Peloton, and let me just tell you, that was probably the hardest cardio session I've done in a while. I'm not somebody that like dislikes cardio. I actually kind of enjoy it, but today, oh my goodness. That was tough. I had multiple times within those last like 10 to 20 minutes where I literally was convincing myself to just like want to stop, but I powered through. And honestly, I think there's something to be said for doing something really damn hard first thing in the morning. Just kind of, I don't know, it's like an instant dopamine rush afterwards. Like, you did the damn thing. So I'm not gonna lie though, the bike that goes nowhere kind of kicked my ass today. This is my Peloton for those of you who are new here. I don't do all my cardio on my Peloton today. I just decided to knock it all out, and because I have a bit of a busier day later today and this evening, so I didn't want to have any cardio I had to do in the evening, so this kicked my ass, but I feel so much better now that it's finished. All right, morning friends. So I am just gonna pick up my camera today and do some vlogging. As you guys saw earlier, I showed you that I practically died during my cardio. I'll be very honest, that was not a very fun session, you know, but we all have those from time to time. Like, I generally like cardio most of the time, but today's session just was not it. And you know how sometimes, like for me at least, when I do cardio, usually afterwards, I feel more energized, like it energizes me. Today, yeah, not so much, but I figured I'd pick up my camera today, do some vlogging, show you guys a little bit of like behind the scenes of just a normal day. It is a Wednesday, so I'm just doing some client check-ins right now. I'll show you guys some of my food. Oh, I have a fun unboxing too that I'm gonna do. I need to go get that package. From my apartment. I know what it is, but I want to do an unboxing for you guys of something exciting. And you know, just kind of talk through prep updates, how I'm feeling, things like that. Yeah, so I'm really annoyed though right now because my neighbor is playing music and I can hear the bass and it's driving me insane. I don't know, just those little sounds like drive me insane throughout the day. So, but anyways, all right, welcome to the vlog and enjoy the rest of the footage. So I'm really happy that I just randomly chose to pick up my camera and vlog today because it's actually one of my lower energy, not so great days of prep, but I have made a promise to you guys before that it's really hard, like I think I mentioned before, it's really hard to sometimes want to just pick up your camera and vlog when you're having just kind of a down day. And like, this is not me complaining. I will like disclaimer, if you're not a competitor watching this and you think like, what, Lexi, stop complaining, you're doing this to yourself. Like, I'm not complaining, I promise. I'm just trying to share like the real side of being in a calorie deficit with you guys. Sometimes, some days are great. Like, honestly, in fact, you guys, the past couple weeks, I've been feeling really good. Today is just not one of those days. But I've done this long enough to the point where I know, you know, you're gonna have your highs, you're gonna have your lows. But my point being is like, I am just having one of those days today where my energy is really low. My legs just feel kind of heavy, and I think that cardio kind of did that to me this week or this morning. But I'm having one of those days where I'm like, I'm not necessarily physically super hungry. I'm hungry, but I just like have this urge to just like snack on everything, right? And that's also really hard. Like, I think some people think that working from home makes it super easy to prep. And I'll be honest, I do like working from home just because I like not having to commute to work like day in and day out. I hate driving, but I actually would argue the opposite. I think working from home can make prep a little bit harder just because you were at the leisure of your kitchen all day. Like, I could easily walk right behind me and eat whatever I wanted in my pantry or my fridge at all times in the day, right? If I worked in an actual office, that really wouldn't be an option to me. I mean, I know everything has its pros and its cons, but just providing that perspective, I actually think working from home makes prep a little bit more difficult. But just being honest with you guys, I'm having one of those days where I literally just want to like munch on everything. I'm not even like physically hungry. It's more of just like that psychological urge to just like want to snack. Something that I do though that kind of helps me out is I generally don't eat my first meal right after I wake up. So like this morning, I did cardio a little after I had woken up. So I actually woke up, I worked for like 2 hours, and then I did my cardio, and then I ate my first meal. So sometimes I find that for me personally, pushing back my first meal a couple of hours after I wake up helps. Now, if I woke up and I did my cardio immediately, I wouldn't push my first meal back like 2 to 3 hours. I would have my first meal after that. But because I did my cardio a little bit later this morning, I was able to push my first meal back, and that kind of helps a little bit. So anyways, all right, well, that's the tea for now. So enough of having a little pity party for myself. And now it's time for a little bit of happiness. So this is the package that I mentioned I just picked it up from my apartment, and I'm so excited, you guys. You guys know I love Prime Bites, and everybody that has tried these after seeing me post about them, like, I have gotten nothing but amazing feedback. Like, I have clients, I have people on Instagram that follow me, and they've reached out and they're like, holy crap, Lexi, these are so good. So they just sent me, I think I know what flavor this is, but it's launching. By the time I get this video up, I'm pretty sure it'll be live. So I'll put the link below to grab this limited edition flavor. I think it's PB&J, don't quote me. So we're gonna open it up and unbox it together. This is so cute, you guys. So I am a big sucker for marketing, and this is the cutest PR box they sent me. Like, I love it. It's like, this is like a little lunch box. It's so cute. So we have this cute little card. I love it. And oh my gosh, I was right. Oh, guys, I am a stickler for PB&J. Like, I wish you guys would have known me as a child. You can ask any of my family members. You can ask my mom, you can ask my dad, you can ask my nanny when I was a kid growing up, because some of my memories are being at my nanny's house and having, like, she would make me PB&J every damn day. That is what I lived on as a child. So oh, I'm so excited to try this flavor. All right, so I will open one of these for you guys because I'm curious to see what it looks like. So I'm sure you guys are too. So we're gonna open one of these bad boys and look at it together. So I just took the treat out of the package and wanted to come in front of my ring light so I could do it justice. So this is what it looks like. It has this nice little like a glaze on top, and just the smell test alone, oh my gosh, it smells like jam, but I get a hint of peanut butter. I literally just want to bite into this, but I'll probably log maybe like a half of it into my macros for today, maybe, or if not tomorrow. But I wanted to open it for you guys and show you what it looked like. So look at the deliciousness. They're just so moist, but immediately like makes me like, it smells like my childhood. It smells like a jam with a hint of peanut butter. So we'll come back, I'll give you a review eventually, but I'm sure it's amazing. As always, if you want to purchase Prime Bites, because they have so many good flavors, you can use my discount code LEXI15. I'll put it below as well. But oh, it smells so good, so good. So showing you guys the midday meal. So I've got an apple here, and then I've got a salmon salad. So I've been using this salmon right here. I don't always buy this brand, but I'm using the canned salmon. Been loving it recently. Plus it's pretty high in omegas, which definitely does help and support a little bit more just joint pain and inflammation. So I've been loving the salmon, and I've been loving putting it on a bowl of spinach and then mixing it with nutritional yeast. So that's what you see, like that flakiness, that's the nutritional yeast. If you are new here, nutritional yeast is, you can get it pretty much at any grocery store. I get it at the bulk section of Sprouts, but it's really rich in fiber. It's also really rich in B vitamins, and it kind of tastes like a nutty cheese. So I'm gonna mix this all together and eat it and enjoy my apple as well. So you guys, I don't know if this is just a me thing, but there's nothing more disappointing than getting an apple and like this apple, it is not super good. Like, it's kind of bitter. I did buy a new apple, but it's like drastically different than the apples I normally get. I'm like a Cosmic Crisp girly. I've been loving the Cosmic Crisp apples, but I bought the Fuji because they were on sale. But that was a mistake. I mean, I'm still gonna eat it, but it's just not sweet at all, which is kind of sad. But I feel like apples are so hit or miss though. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes not really. So I decided to come up to my apartment gym today. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the video, but I am working a demo this evening for PE Science. So I normally train legs on Wednesdays, which it is a Wednesday today, but I decided to train upper body and do abs today, which is normally what I do on Thursdays. Just because I'm kind of, feeling a little low energy today. Plus, I don't like to be in a rush when I train legs. So since I have my demo tonight, if I train legs, I would have probably had to kind of rush it. So I'm gonna train legs tomorrow. So I just trained some upper body. The quads are popping right now, even though I did not touch them in the gym today. So I just did some upper body and some abs in the apartment gym. I honestly never train in here, never, ever. But today it made sense. It saved me a little bit of time, because now I'm gonna go back to my apartment and get ready for my demo. Upper body pump check, kind of there, kind of not. I don't have a ton of carbs in my system today, but the pump is still kind of there. So getting ready to go to my demo. I need to brush my hair out, but we're gonna see how this goes, because I think I'm gonna try to carry all of my demo things. So the gym that I'm demoing at is only like a few blocks away from me. And I don't wanna drive, because the whole parking situation is such a hassle at this gym. Like, if there's a parking garage, you have to pay, and like, honestly, carrying everything up and down the stairs of the parking garage does not sound fun. So I'm gonna attempt to walk, but I have this like table, this card table, and I have the demo samples, and I'm gonna put in my backpack. So we're gonna see how this goes. I may make a fool out of myself on the sidewalk. Like I said, it's literally not that far. It's like a few blocks, but I've got my card table, I've got all the samples. So we're gonna walk, so that way I can get around parking and having to drive like 2 blocks. I feel like that's just silly. So anyways, here goes nothing. Oh, I feel so much better, by the way, after that little lift. It was not my best lift by any means, but I think I made a good decision on not training legs today and just doing an upper body circuit in my apartment gym, and then moving legs to tomorrow. But it is kind of crazy, because like earlier today, I was dying a little bit. I did not feel great. I feel much better now. So it's just like, it's funny how sometimes if you just like move, you feel better afterwards. Like I said this morning when I did cardio, it didn't make me feel better, but I lifted and that definitely made me feel better. So now we are gonna go demo for a few hours. All right, demo is complete. I survived my walk to the demo with my table and demo materials, which it was honestly not that bad, but I just put everything back in my car, and I'm gonna get some steps in before going back to my apartment. And yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I feel like a new woman now compared to how I felt earlier today. I got like a second wind or something. So that's why I'm taking advantage and getting in some steps. And then I'm gonna head back into my apartment and finish up some work tonight. And then also, time for my favorite part of the day, my Ninja Creamy. Favorite time of the day, my Ninja Creamy. So, first bite feels so good, so good. This is my favorite time of the day, literally no joke. I have my creamy every night. I wind down, I watch some House Hunters International. It's kind of what I've like been into for my little wind down show. So treating myself because we made it through the day. YouTube friends, so it is now the next day and I am wrapping up this video with an outro clip. And honestly, I was editing this video this morning and I'm so happy that I recorded this video and like picked up my camera yesterday, because it is hard sometimes to like want to vlog when you're just not having a day where like you're feeling great. But you know, I always know I've prepped enough times in the past to know that like you can have really shitty days and you just have to tell yourself, okay, make it through today, go to bed, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna probably feel totally different. And like, long and behold, I feel so much better this morning. Sometimes all you need is a fresh night of sleep, and sometimes you just have to remind yourself too, you have made it through 100% of your worst days so far in life. Like, keep going. And you know, and I had this thought this morning too about just prep in general. I get asked all the time as a coach and also as an athlete, like, Lexi, what are your tips for, you know, making this easier? Or what are your tips for hunger? What are your tips for managing, you know, your fatigue? How do you cope with that in prep? And like, there are things that I can sit here and tell you, yeah, I do this and it helps me, it makes things a little bit easier. However, you know, honestly, guys, I think part of the beauty of the sport of bodybuilding and prepping is just leaning into the hard shit and not trying to run away from it and realizing it's a part of the process. And I know that's not a glamorous answer by any means, but like yesterday was hard, right? But like, and rather than trying to hack my way out of the hardships of yesterday, I just sat with it and, you know, reminded myself that like the tough days make us tougher, guys. You know, that's the cool thing about those hard days. They're not fun in the moment, but if you can kind of look at it as, hey, I'm gonna make it through today because I've made it through 100% of my worst days so far, and 2, this is going to make me tougher and stronger in the end. I think that's always kind of helpful. At least that helps me. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a comment below if there's anything you guys want to see future content wise. But I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of raw, real video from me, and wherever you guys are at in the world, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will put all of my discount codes below. I will put my coaching link below. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. So have a great day, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video.